Hi there, Pisces, and welcome back to Star-Lord is Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the week of June the 23rd through to the 30th. I went ahead, shuffled the cards, laid them all out. Let's see what's going on for Pisces. First up, we have the Tower in reverse, followed then by the Hierophant in the upright. Next, we have the Eight of Wands upright, followed then by the Knight of Swords in the upright, and lastly the Five of Swords upright. Well, it's interesting because there was one other sign that got the Tower in reverse in the central energy, and it was Taurus, and the Hierophant is Taurus energy. So some of you could be connected to a Taurus, and perhaps it was the two of you were involved in this Tower in reverse energy. Others of you, it has nothing to do with it. Again, I keep explaining that these are general reads and they resonate in different ways for the signs, right? So thousands of Pisces watching the video. Everybody's got a different scenario going on. That's why it's important to leave a comment in the comment section below so other Pisces can read it and see how it can resonate in different ways for them as well. So for you, for some of you Pisces, there was a threat that was looming around and you could have stepped in and stopped the threat from happening. This is the threat passes you by. This is where chaos and disaster averted type of energy. In the upright position, this could be anything from where something goes off the rails in an unexpected way, because usually the tower is something sudden that just boom comes out, like you didn't even know you had a leak in your roof, and then a storm comes and boom, there's water in your room. Then you know there's a leak there. It's like something like that. It's something that just kind of comes out of nowhere. But when the card is inverted, this is where the threat passes us by, where something like that could have happened, but it didn't. Now, this, as your overall energy, I'm going to assume, Pisces, that this was last week or maybe over on the weekend or something where it looked like something was going to happen and it didn't. The Tower went in the reverse position. So this could have been you, yourself, Pisces, some quick thinking. Maybe you averted the disaster by intervening, or it could be that somebody else saw it coming and they intervened, or it could have just been fate itself. Like I always use the analogy with the Tower in the upright, where we decide we're going on a road trip. We decide to take our car in to get an oil change or something. And when we're there, the mechanic says, good thing you brought it in, because you would have had a big problem on the road had, I not caught this and fixed it. That would be a case of the Tower in reverse, right? This is where somebody caught the problem before it became a problem. So something like that is going on for you, my dear Pisces, as well. Right at the beginning of the week, like I said, the Hierophant, Taurus energy in the upright position, indicating that the Hierophant represents contract, signing of contracts. Now, for some of you, you could be signing a contract. Maybe you caught something that was in a legal document that you almost signed. Maybe you caught it or somebody else caught it, and boom, you decided, whoa, it's a good thing I didn't sign that, because it could have caused a major problem, because it's around contracts. Now, I'm always nervous when that kind of energy is around contracts that we're signing, because that can sometimes indicate, like if this had been in the upright, Pisces, this would have been a very, very scary scenario, because you're signing a contract, there's something attached to it that you don't know that could be a major disaster in the long run. But this is good, because this is where any mistakes or any problems with a contract were caught and were rectified. So for others of you, this could be signing a contract or making a commitment. Sometimes the Hierophant can represent marriage. It can be officially getting married to somebody or making that full-on commitment to them. This is trying to do things more in a conventional way. That's why it governs like marriage as opposed to living together. It governs contracts. It could be government contracts. Like sometimes, we're put on term positions. You work for the government. They give you a 6-month term or a year term, and it's a contract, and you sign it, and you get, that job position for so long. Others of you, this could be connected to religion or spirituality. Sometimes it's making a commitment to a church, a congregation, or a spiritual group or something like that. For others of you, still you are signing a different kind of contract. Maybe it's a contract for a home or for a vehicle or, apartment, signing a lease, that kind of thing. And the next card up is the Eight of Wands in the upright position. This is arrows of love find their mark. Lots of communication going back and forth. If you just met somebody, Pisces, you could be in that early stages of puppy love where you can't stop communicating with one another, sending funny little memes, funny little jokes, emailing, calling, texting. It could be sudden travel for some of you. Sometimes maybe this contract is going to require you to have to jump on a plane for business reasons, or you could be traveling for love or family reasons, pleasure, what have you. This is sudden travel, just sort of comes out of nowhere. But it's usually things that are going on. It represents speed and action, activity. Sometimes this can be business related. Great news for those of you who are in business for yourself, because this can indicate a big influx of new clients, or if you're in sales, this could be a lot of sales coming through. If you just put your resume out there, this could indicate you're getting a lot of interest. If you're on dating sites, again, the same thing, lots of interest getting back to you. Moving on towards the weekend, the Knight of Swords here appears. All of a sudden this week, the Knight of Swords is appearing in so many readings. But anyway, we're dealing with air energy here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. An air sign could be prominent here towards the weekend for some of you. This could be somebody you know. This could be your friend, your spouse, your family member, or somebody you work with, what have you. The Knight of Swords is a rusher in person. This is somebody who rushes in. They have a lot to say. So sometimes they can be aggressive in their speech. But sometimes the Knight of Swords simply represents, again, this is an offer. Knights usually bring in an offer. It could be a verbal offer. It could be a written offer. It could, again, be connected to the contracts. Maybe you've got something going on in terms of real estate this week, or you could have something going on in terms of business or inheritance, or anything that you're dealing with on an official level. Sometimes the Knight of Swords is someone rushing in with important information or documents about that you need to sign. Others of you, this could be a quick sale. If you have something up for sale, your home, your property, or something like that, it could be that somebody's coming in quickly to make an offer right away. The Knight of Swords, again, kind of comes out of nowhere. So if you're not knowing what this is about prior to when it happens, it's not surprising, because it could be really unexpected when it comes to the Knight of Swords. For others of you, this could be about legal documentation, because the swords people can represent lawyers and arbitrators and police officers and that kind of thing that come in with important documentation or information. It can also represent surgery. So this could be, maybe some of you have some surgery scheduled for this week. Could be important information coming in on that. And also too, usually you have to sign off on operations and things like that. So it could be connected to that for some of you. There's somebody in the military as well for others of you. So the Knight of Swords just comes in swiftly, quickly. Important stuff is going on here, it looks like, this week, Pisces. Last card you have is the Five of Swords in the upright position, which is a card that represents conflict. So it could be inner conflict or conflict with others. Sometimes this can be an empty victory, where we just end up with a verbal argument with somebody, and then words start to fly in and you separate, go your own way. You may have won the argument, but what have you lost in the interim of it? Some of you, the Knight of Swords comes in with information that could be causing conflict, or it could be the Knight of Swords is starting a conflict. Because like I said in the beginning, Knight of Swords sometimes can represent aggressive communication. So it could be somebody coming in quickly, being very aggressive, causing this type of tense situation. Could be something going on online too. Oftentimes the Five of Swords can represent like social media disagreements. It can represent fights in the neighborhood, could represent fights at work, in the family. Maybe you've got a troublemaker who is the Knight of Swords energy that comes in and stirs up conflict. Again, we need to hear from you in the comment section below. But that's what I have for you for that. Now we're going to move on to the Wisdom Oracle card and see what your card is for the week here, Pisces. We have Yin. A lot of people are getting this. Number 2. Yin as in yin and yang. So it's your special message, Pisces. It means whatever it means to you. I hope you have a fabulous week. This is a pretty intense reading here for you. I mean, overall, it does look good. I like that the tower's in reverse. Lots of things are happening. Whatever's going on, looks like things are being dealt with, and quite swiftly this week. So thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you have a fabulous week, and I hope the reading helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again in the next video. Take care. Much love. Namaste. Bye-bye for now.